So now the discussion shifts to traditional grip. In traditional grip playing, the right hand is exactly the same as when you play match grip. There's nothing different. By the way, traditional grip really came out of the fife and drum era, the revolutionary period with the deep rope drums that sat on a very severe angle alongside the player's left leg. And because the drum sat on an angle about like that, the right hand had no problem at all getting into the drum head, but the left stick had to be held on a severe angle in order to clear the rim or the counter hoop and strike the head. So this was very uncomfortable. So this traditional grip was invented so that the player's arm could stay down underneath the hand. Traditional grip is best approached the same way you would shake hands with your left hand. Thumb is up, you're going to shake somebody's hand. And now into this V at the base of the thumb and index finger, you're going to place the stick. Again, about 1/3 of the way up from the butt of the stick. That's your fulcrum. So your fulcrum or your grip is now down at the base of your thumb and index finger. Now the wrist, unlike the right hand where the wrist is a hinge, the wrist in traditional grip left hand playing acts as a rotator, almost as if you were turning a doorknob. So the motion now rotates left to right. What we want to do is we need to provide a base for the stick. And we now hold the stick here, the fulcrum, and we've got the ring finger as a base. The stick will normally sit on or about that first knuckle. The pinky just kind of hangs out, gets a free ride with the left hand. Don't keep it out straight, don't tuck it way down, just let it relax and hang out next to the ring finger. The middle finger stays slightly curved and lightly touches the back of the stick, almost like a back brace. The index finger is very important in traditional grip playing. That will be your control factor. So that comes over the top. Now if you look inside the 3 middle fingers, the fingertips form a triangle. I call that the magic triangle. The idea is that the stick should never leave that triangle, but it must have the freedom to move within the triangle. It should not restrict it anywhere inside of those 3 fingers. The top of the thumb stays up so that this part of the stick right under the thumb has the freedom to move. You don't want to keep the top of the thumb down because that inhibits or restricts the stick from rebounding. So keep the top of the thumb up and let it rest very gently on top of the index finger. So now the motion is to rotate the left wrist, and as you do so, the index finger pulls down on the top of the stick. So the right grip, the wrist is a hinge, pushes down, and these fingers pull up. The traditional left hand, the wrist is a rotator. As it rotates down toward the drum, this finger pulls the stick down. Okay? So the stroke will look like this from the side. From the front. Notice also that I've raised the height of the drum. We talked about this at the top of the CD-ROM. Because I'm now playing traditional grip, I'm using the rule of thumb in my belly button, but now I'm keeping the fingers tight together so that the drum comes up to my pinky. We want the drum to be a little bit higher playing traditional because the left hand stick sits on top of the hand rather than underneath the hand.